Okay, here's the thing, as they say. I'm going to show a little short video here of just how it goes, you know, briefly, speed through a little bit, you'll see, but how it goes with the trip to the VA that I have to take now, thank God, only about once a month. So please watch this and maybe give you a little idea what we go through. Okay, this is going to be a little documentary about a VA trip. I have to go in for an eye exam. Yeah, you know, more stuff, just stuff, but it's got to be done. And I might have a couple other things, one other thing looked at, but well, let's see if it's going to be documented. Let's say it right. I've had some problems seeing, looking. I got spots, and I got, you know, lights and all this other stuff going off in my head, and so they're going to check my eyeballs out. Of course, they know I've got, you know, glaucoma and other problems, but we're just going to check this out first, see what's what. Then I'm going to have, my wife wants to have me check a bump on my leg because they're afraid of blood clots and so forth with all the drugs and junk that they've been giving me. Been dealing, as I've said before, with the VA now for 10, 12 years since I can't seem to handle the things that have been going on, and started in 1980, but we'll see what happens today. First situation is my wheelchair van is supposed to be picking me up at 12 o'clock. That's 1200 for you military timers. Real hard one there, wasn't it? And here it is. Don't see nobody. I called, they said they're on their way, it's 12:15. But see, what they don't know, it's secret, don't tell them. But my appointment is not until 1 o'clock, actually 1:15. So I'm giving, you know, a little bit extra time here to have to deal with this. So anyway, it only takes about 30 minutes to get up there, but still, you know, at least it kind of irks me a little bit, but this is a good gig for a driver. Come out here and pick me up, and up there is about $55. That's a 20-minute drive. On some of these guys, it's about a 12-minute drive. And then there's others that it's a 35 to 40-minute drive. You just never know what you're going to get. But and my regular driver comes, he apparently had something going on, so we didn't know what. I didn't hear back from him. He's here and takes care of me pretty good. Been doing this now for a couple of years, so. But so a lot of this I'm gonna speed up and get through things here. But, it's going to be an experience. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully you learn something from it. One of my neighbors driving by, so hopefully it'll help some. By the way, while we're doing this, I want to give a shout out to Dalton Thomas. He's apparently getting better and back on his feet and moving and going again. If you saw my last videos where he had broken the collarbone, but glad to hear it, buddy. Glad to hear you going and moving up. We're up to 28. Last time I checked, 28 subscribers, and that's just outstanding. It's really cool. Should be getting another one. My son, I just talked to him last night. He called me for Father's Day, and course, I think I told him Happy Father's Day. He's got 3 beautiful children, my 3 beautiful grandchildren are mine, and as do all of my children have blessed me, and so he'll be adding to us too. He's in Hawaii and has his own cab service. Really be nice if he was here. I could pay him for this. He wouldn't charge me with the VA. I'd make sure that he get paid. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Just because it's family. Yeah, if you got a business, you run a business to be in business, not charity. And too many people take advantage of people like that. Anyway, we're sitting here waiting. Who knows? We'll see how long it takes. Like I said, they're supposed to be here at 12. It is now 12:18. Who knows how much longer, but I'll be letting you know, and we'll carry this on throughout the day. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. So you wonder what I do while I'm waiting. Do you remember this? I don't know if I can do it. I guarantee you I'm not going to make this. This is not easy to do. Ow, especially when things are biting my legs. We'll go until I die one time. That's all I can do. Do it this way. Trying to hold on to the thing, but this is pretty much what I do. Waiting for them to get here. Still waiting. They're on their way.
Say, well, this fish some ways, they have me turn around, go back all the way. Harrisburg Pike to Lumber Road. They're around, man.
Well, that would be alright, and I'm not blaming anything on you.
Already you have been waiting for a while, anyway.
An hour. Did you collect some rocks? Wow. Were they pretty ones? Yeah. Did you light the flashlight? That's good. Well, maybe next time Grandpa can go with you. Maybe next time Grandpa can go with you. What are you gonna do? You just keep living, keep
That's
moving.
it. That's all, man. That's all.
All coach an hour?
Appointment at 2:20. It's 2:28, and still waiting. We'll keep waiting. I'm supposed to be next. Guess what? I wasn't next. What was supposed to be me next, 7 people later. And after the test, I'm sitting out here. Okay, it's waiting. Finally over with. Waiting for my wheelchair van to show up to pick me up. Busy place. But it's only taken 4 hours for a 30-minute job. Of course, that includes travel. But now we'll start heading home as soon as the van gets here. Of course, it's raining, so that's going to cause problems a little bit here, but just wanted to show what some veterans go through. This is just me. Some guys have it worse, some have it better. But I'm going to say the majority have it worse. And it's all I had to do today is just endure some eye poking to find out that I have migraines, which was obvious, but I've been getting these flashes in my eyes, you know, bright lights and all this kind of stuff, so. But there are, yeah, it's about closing time. The majority of the staff's going home. This is, a lot of people say VA hospital, but in fact it's a, they do have an urgent care center and a pharmacy, but mostly it's just for primary care, ambulatory care. Meaning just, you know, walk-ins type thing. Not walk-in appointments, but you know, you can walk. You can come in on your own or so forth, and whether you come in with a wheelchair or however, it's just a come and go type thing. So anyway, this is not the place to commentate and deal with, so I'll get back with you on the ending of this after we do the drive home. See you then. All right, that was didn't show a whole lot. I know, just basically the trip. But that's, I didn't want to go into detail. Of course, I don't want. I tried not to show any of the faces of the veterans there. This was a light day. As I alluded in here, I was about an hour, running about an hour late. They do the best they can. I don't blame any of the doctors or nurses or aides that are there. The majority, and I'm talking, 95% of those people really do care. They try very hard, if not more than that. It's just that there's just no, I don't know if it's funding, if it's government, or just what it is. But there's just not enough. And I'm really low on the list of injured veterans. My injuries were not combat related. They were not. It was during a pre-mission that that failed. Just basically that's the way it goes. It happens. Sometimes they fail. Not due to anybody's fault. It was mechanical problems. I won't go into that right now, but there were lives lost. I was not one of them, thank God. But there are men and women there with serious injuries, and lost limbs, and Agent Orange, if you know what that is. There's a lot of problems that our veterans are having to go through, and the rhetoric and the red tape and the problems that they have to go through is just unbelievable. You would never. You go to a hospital and you see the emergency room jam-packed and people were sick and waiting, and try that tenfold. easily. Try that with veterans that, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional about this, because if you meet these people, you know them, it's hard not to. But I know many veterans that won't go for various reasons. Some feel that they are undeserving of free care. Some feel that they were injured, shot, damaged, whatever in combat, and it was their fault, when it's not. The PTSD, this what you see are just some of the people that actually own up to it, but there are hundreds of thousands that don't. So anyway, I just wanted to show this. At the end, at the beginning, I show my cab. Thank God. I mean, it's a free service. I have to. There are very few wheelchair vans available. I have to, at this point, go in a wheelchair. It was an hour late for this and that and other reasons, and including a wreck. But there was no excuses at the end, other than there's just not enough of them. And I waited an hour to get a vehicle to take me back home. It's a really, I really am not saying and complaining so much about the service. The people there, as I said, are very good, caring, trying people, and they have to deal with everybody from posers to people who are just ashamed of being there, and everybody in between. So hopefully this has enlightened you a little bit about it. I would really, really, truly suggest, if you can, and you're looking for something to do, they have, back in my day, they were called candy stripers. Now they're volunteers that just help. They'll take a vet from place to place, help them in the wheelchairs, or guide them, or do magazines, and the whole bit, trying to help in any way. And there's a real lack of them. And I pray, if I get better, when I get better, I have to be positive about it. I'm being told all the time, be positive. When I get better, I will go up there and be a volunteer to help my brothers and sisters. So if you can, please like, share, and comment. Let me know what you think about it. Even if you don't think that we do deserve the care. Now, not all of it is free. If those who do have jobs, that aren't homeless, that have a certain income, we do pay a copay, just like any other doctor bills and so forth. So, but that sometimes is, the formula for that is really bad. I don't know where they come up with it, or who come up with that, but it's not a good thing sometimes. And sometimes it is, for those who can pay for it. But if you can pay for it, those who can don't go to VA. Not because the service is terrible, or not because this and that. It's just, if you can pay for it, you'll get much better service somewhere else. That's life. That's just the way it is. So you know, it's like a community hospital, basically. Why go there when you can go to afford a private hospital? So, again, please share, like, and comment. Let me know what you think about this, and you know, let's get something going on this. And who knows? Maybe somebody in authority will see it. You never know. It doesn't hurt to try. What's it gonna hurt? What are they gonna do? Say no? I mean, we already don't have it. You know. Again, it's not. I'm not complaining. It's free for me, for the most part. I do have some copays, but for the most part, it is free, and I thank them for. I thank our government. I thank you. I thank you for taking care of us the best way you can. So this is the first time that I've been on the video. Some say that I should. I'm going to try it and see how it works out. But again, I can't say enough. Please share, like, and comment for me here, and let me know what you think about it. I appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless.